Hey, Jason Palliser here, and on this video I want to talk to you about how long, and some logistics, but how long does it take to wholesale a house? We get all the time, hey man, I want to do this, I want to get the ball rolling, but once I get contracts, I get nervous. Can I unload this property or not? How long does it take to wholesale a particular property? Well, we'll just kind of lay the foundation and then kind of start going from the beginning to the end, back to the middle, and just pull all these things that are floating around your head and get rid of them, okay? So that you have a clear understanding of what can be done, what's typical, stuff like that, okay? So how long does it take to wholesale a house? Well, you could wholesale one really quickly. We've had some done that we got done in a matter of 72 hours. So it doesn't take a long time, my friends, to wholesale a property. We've had some that have taken 4 months. Okay. But what are some, remember I said logistics. What are some of the logistics that are important, necessary, that can speed up the process, slow down the process or whatever, so that you have a clear understanding of some of the moving parts that would cause a deal to be able to close faster or cause a deal to drag out. Okay. And again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and so that as we drop more good stuff, you get it and you're notified, and you can, if you got a JOB, sneak out of your office or go watch it in the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. Okay. So what are some things that are necessary to make the transaction happen that can speed it up or slow it down, right? If you're going to close a deal fast, one of your highest priorities, okay, one of the highest priorities to wholesale a property lightning fast is that the moment that you think that you have a deal, you think you're getting the contract or what have you, then you need to order title fast. So one thing to establish and find out immediately, because listen intently, not all areas are created equal. Okay. What does that mean? Not all areas in the United States are created equal from a title work standpoint. Okay. So you need to talk to if you're title company state, your title company, or if you're a title attorney state, talk to your title attorney. You need to establish this. I would do this today. Find out how fast, once you give them an address and a contract on a property, or establish with them that they can start running title work for you before you have a contract over to them. And that's just you establishing a good relationship with them. Okay. If you're the little boy that cries wolf and then there's never a wolf, hey, I got a deal, and they do the work and then you don't produce a deal, then they're probably going to stop doing that stuff for you. But establish that relationship. Now, having said that, you need to find out how long it takes to get title work done. Me doing this for hedge funds and operating in 138 cities between several entities, it's all over the board. Some of my better marketplaces we can get same day. And some of you and again, I just know a few different areas that are culprits, like Philadelphia. Sorry, Philly. And a few other places. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks, which blows my mind. Okay. So how fast can you wholesale a house? Well, depending on different areas of Philly, 10 days, 2 weeks, because you can't get title work back. Okay. You can't insure that closing. That's what title insurance is. It's just like car insurance, right? It's insurance that this transaction, the title is going to be transferred properly with no one else coming back and saying, hey, you owe me money. That's why, real estate transactions are insured through title companies 99.9% of the time. So the reason I'm talking about this is that's one of the biggest things that will speed up a transaction or slow down a transaction. So you just need to establish how long does it take from the time that you get an address or you give the address and a contract to get that back. So if you have cash buyers on the back end, which you should, if we're speaking in terms of wholesaling this contract, right? Just make sure that they have their money ready on the back end, or that could slow you down, right? So two big things, and wholesaling properties, writing a contract. And again, we teach this in the 2-day blueprint, how to suffocate a city 30 plus ways and get all the good off-market properties faster than your competition without a budget. So if you want to get more information on that, just go to the number 2dayblueprint.com, see what your competitors say, and see what all your peers in different cities say about what we do to help them win the game. And we can help you on that end. But I love wholesaling properties. It's 70 to 80% of what we do. We do flips, we do Airbnbs as well, but it starts with getting there first, like we just talked about. So check that out. Now, having said that, wholesaling is wonderful because you can write a contract. So if you get title work fast, okay, two components here, two big components that can speed up or slow down the transaction. You get title work, how fast can you get it? And then secondly, your cash buyer, are they ready to close? How fast can they close? So if you can get title back fast, okay, 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, and your cash buyer says, hey, I got all the capital, it's ready to go, it's in my bank, I'm on a good deal, I'm ready to execute, and I can get it done in 2 to 3 days, then I consider that a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Two wonderful things coming together, right? Title work's done fast, your buyer, your cash buyer can close in 2 to 3 days, boom, that transaction gets done lightning fast. So can you make money and then you go deposit 15, 20, 30, 40 grand? That's called fun. That's why real estate investing can be fun if you have these things down to a science and you've approached it the right way and know all these logistics that are in place that could speed up the process or slow it down. Okay. Now, the third component on whether or not you can close fast or not, which is a big piece, is the end homeowner, right? That homeowner in the beginning that you contacted to get this deal going in the first place, right? How quickly can they close? So you need to establish with them what is their availability, right? They may be all gung-ho, ready to go, and you're going to make money, but the closing doesn't close for 30 days because they simply can't close for 30 days, right? So the third component is that seller on the front end. Okay, that seller on the front end, you need to establish with them when they can close. What I would do when you're structuring your deals, like you tell me a good day to close, I would directly on the spot connect them with the title company and say, hey, they can come to you. We can do a mobile closing. You just tell me what's easiest for you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. We can have the title company come to you. They'll have a notary, so everything's notarized. Or you can go into their office and I call them on the phone just to establish a point of contact so that everybody has everyone's information. I don't play games. I don't leave that as a hanging chad that could mess things up later. If you don't have that conversation, that's one step closer to you losing that deal or that deal getting messed up, and now the seller loses confidence in you. Do not allow that to happen, because we're talking about how fast can we close a wholesale deal, right? So the three big components: how quickly can title work come back? How fast can your cash buyer close? And then the biggest component, or one of the biggest components, one of the big three, is how quickly, okay? How quickly, there's my lead generation button going off. We play that. I want you to hear that button in the background. They just come in on our previous video. It went off 14 times. So you need to find out when the seller can close. Make it easy for them. Pick them up. I do not leave anything to change. Oh, well, my car wouldn't start. I've been doing this 22 years. I heard that twice. I didn't have to hear it a third time. I tell them, hey, if there is any problem, you call me 2 hours before our closing, and myself or somebody in my team can help give you a ride to the title company or the title attorney's office. So hopefully that resonates with you. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Do not allow that. Okay. I repeat, do not allow that to be a reason that transaction falls apart. So how fast can you close? As quickly as title can come in. But you need to establish that. Think about this. As the CEO of your business, there's my lead generation button again. As the CEO of your business, can you solve that today? It went off again. Hopefully you're hearing it. You could solve that today with one phone call. How quickly can I get title work back? That is a huge, huge component. Here's the thing. They may tell you, and don't take what they tell you as gospel. Be like, hey, look, if I plan on closing 30 or 40 or 50 deals with you in the next 12 months, can I cut that time frame in half? Ask them. If you're basically, what you're implying is that, hey, I'm going to have a long-standing relationship with you. I want to close lots of transactions. I can tell you some crazy stuff that I won't do on video. But if you contact us or you comment below and you say, hey, tell me some crazy stuff about the title side of things, I'll welcome you into the dark side. There are things that they can get done unbelievably fast. There are things that can be done to make liens go away. So at a glance, oh gosh, there's all these extra liens. There are certain things, and all that is insurance. Title is being insured. Sometimes insurers can overwrite over things and just insure over it, right? And we could talk about some of that stuff at a later date. But if you want, you can reach out. We can have a potential conversation about those things. But establish that you're different than the norm, and I'd like to get some preferential treatment because I want to close tons of transactions with you. My favorite title company in St. Louis is Resolutions Title, so I'll give them a shout out. And they do things for me that I know they don't do for the normal public, but that's called creating a relationship, right? So we're talking about how fast can you close a wholesale deal? As fast as title work comes in, as fast as your cash buyer can close. Don't just take their word for it that they're ready to close. If they're a new cash buyer, say, hey, everything sounds good. My title company's going to make it super easy on us. Can you send me proof of funds? I have a couple other offers on this property. I'm leaning towards accepting yours. I just need to see proof of funds. That's smart. That's a responsible CEO of your business on your end, right? And then working with the seller and making sure that you roll out the red carpet, make it easy for them to close. Once you do that, now all of a sudden you have wholesale transactions that can close lightning fast. I think the thousands of transactions closed over the years between myself and our big hedge fund clients, stuff like that. The fastest that we've closed one is 48 hours. So it doesn't take long. Okay. It doesn't take long to close a wholesale deal. Sometimes they're drawn out just because there's extra stuff on title, you name it. Those are things that could slow, muddy the waters and slow the process down. But what I would tell you is just have all your ducks in a row. And if you've made the right phone calls up front, if you've talked to the buyer on the back end, you've established with the homeowner, then you can streamline this entire process and close deal after deal after deal after deal in whatever city you want. Because if you know anything about us at all, and you want to do this for the next 20 years at the highest level possible, then when you have the skill sets, when we build out 2-day blueprints for people, when you have the skill sets to beat everybody to everything, shouldn't you do it in multiple cities? So not only streamline this process for you and in your city, but any other city that you look to do this virtually. And we have checklists of things that you need to have in place so that you run like the wind from day one. And one of the big components that we have set, I think 4 or 5 questions that we ask when we establish in different cities that the title company should or shouldn't be doing for us, and deliberately how we work well with them so that we can run in other cities faster than the people that actually live there, faster than the other investors in town. So this isn't a fair fight when you have all the right things in place. So hopefully this helps you out, tells you how fast we can close a wholesale transaction. And I just want to let you know that if you like what we're doing, do not forget to subscribe. And if you want more good stuff like this, then share it with other people. Okay. Let us know you shared it. Put comments in and hit the bell so that you can excuse yourself from dinner. When we drop, sometimes on purpose, we drop stuff at dinner time so that you can excuse yourself from the dinner table. And if the in-laws are in town, and it just gives you, oh, good, this is important. I'll be right back. And then we're going to drop some good content. So I'll even get you out of those awkward dinners that you don't like to be in. So see you guys on the next video. And as always, we want to turn you into the best investor in your particular city and help everyone across the nation. So see you on the inside. Can't wait to welcome you to the 2-Day Blueprint family at some point here in the near future. Schedule a call with us. Bye.